All right, everybody, I'm gonna be riding a horse for my very first time ever. So let's get it, baby. Those are nice.
You don't get treats.
It goes in there. It grows inside of there.
Back up. What'd you do, bite your tongue?
Yeah, it looked like he did something to hurt himself.
Probably bit his tongue. He's been chomping at that bit.
That's
Real
your...
hard. Get off that. You're not supposed to be doing that. And then don't you pin your ears at me, boy. I will knock you the out. That's one of the most disrespectful things right there. Aggressive things.
So how long have you had this horse?
I've been around him since he was 5. But I've been working with him for a couple months now. The kid that trained him was like completely, because he loved to make him buck.
Right. So once when you start your horse to buck, then it's hard to get them out of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They've got to be worked. Said earlier. I would teach you how to do with it with your horse.
Right.
Mind your manners. And you kind of have to be when you do something like this all day long. So it's like basically going on a horse like that. And technically my mom was riding a green for a while, and then it would turn around and shrivel up. And then when you pop that open, that's a hookah. And that's why you have cactus in your life. Pick up what I wanted, and then the rest of my training is just we have jumping cactus, soya cactus, and we've got diamond soya on our trail. When we get closer to a taller one, you grab a hold of the leaves and smell it. And smell it. That's exactly what the Arizona rain smells like.
Look at that, guys. That's what she's talking about.
That way. That's exactly what Arizona rain smells like.
Oh wow. Yeah, I can smell it. It's pretty nice.
If you want, I could take a picture.
Yeah, we gotta do it with this. Did you just angle it? Yeah, it'd be good.
It's at the lake in the background. Hopefully I did.
Yeah.
Toby, this way. Come here, big guy. Right here, Bubba's. Nice and easy, handsomes. Whoop. You behave. So did you know that the swirl cactus will not grow its first arm till it turns 100? And then it does not have to wait another 100 years to grow another one. It can immediately start growing the second arm as soon as the first one pops out. Come on, Dreamer. You are very rough right now. And the inside of every single cactus is wood. Like if you look at the base of this one, you'll see a bunch of sticks with thorns on it. Those are just dead branches. Oh yeah. So the oldest known cactus, swirl cactus on record is 500 years old, but there's no guarantee, like no real way of being able to tell how old a cactus is, the swirl, because they don't have rings in the wood like normal tree would. Knock it off, Toby. Right here, you'll see a dead swirl cactus. It probably got hot over the summer, last summer, and that's why it died. This is a Ocotillo cactus. So when my uncle was pulling the Ocotillos out of his land, because he would sell them to cactus nurseries, they had to be about 8 foot tall and perfect. They could not have any flaws like that one. It had to be absolutely perfect for them to buy it, and he'd only get about $80 for it. And there's like a certain way when you pull them, you'll have to like take wire, mechanics wire, wrap it around it. Would you please? So the spine of the saguaro cactus is illegal to remove from the desert. You have to have a permit. Even for the cactus itself, So any part of that saguaro cactus, if you don't have a permit, you can get into a lot of trouble for taking. But the spine is very, very brittle, so it doesn't make a very good staff. Mind your manners, mister. The saguaro cactus spine is actually super soft, even when it's dead. Like, oh, quit it. So these two cactuses are both under 100, and as well as this one. They keep growing. They'll keep growing until they're ready, or they get a limb that's too heavy for them to keep up, and then it'll start to fall like that one over there. It's so small around for such a long branch, so now it's starting to fall. And eventually it will completely fall into the ground. And then there's a difference between the barrel cactuses and the saguaro cactuses. So you'll see some barrel cactuses on the trail too, but the saguaro cactus, you see the long, thin needles? The barrel cactus won't have the long, thin needles. They will be long, flat, and wide. Would you pay attention to where your feet are going? Like, you see that cactus right there, that one's a barrel cactus. The thorns will look different too than the saguaro cactus. Here's another barrel cactus. See how they're wide? And then here's a baby saguaro. Mind your manners, mister. Nice and easy. So this tree right here is called a cat's claw, also known as ironwood. And it is one of the toughest wood to cut with a chainsaw that you will ever come across. But it does have some really beautiful wood on the inside of it. I'm not too sure how old they can get, but they did have some really beautiful bark. So this is a dead saguaro cactus. Here's another cat's claw. The reason why it's called cat's claw is because every branch and every twig will try and grab a hold of you, like a cat's claw. And the thorns are shaped about the same way too. Quit it. You want pow pow? I'm gonna give you pow pow if you don't quit. Quit. Knock it off. Walk. But if I'm sitting there going like this, that's just telling them, good boy. Whoop. Here's one that's almost ripe. This is a jumping cactus right here. They don't actually jump. This one's almost ripe. See how it's starting to suck in? It'll completely suck in, and then it'll be like dry, and it'll start to open at the tip. It does. I love the creosote bush. They are all actually connected at the root. Here's a dead cholla cactus. Knock it off. Mind your manners. Mind your manners. You better mind your manners, boy. There's Spencer. I'm going to have him continue riding you around here. Because you want to be a booger. Quit it. Hey. Knock it off. So as kids, we were told to always go pick our own spanking stick when we get in trouble. Me and my sisters only ever made this mistake once. Live branch from creosote. Because those have some flex. They will not break. They will flex with it. Yeah, it's like having a whip cracked on you. And if we got one that was dry and broke quickly, we'd get in trouble and they'd go pick our stick and they'd, hang on, Bubba, sorry about the tree. All right, go ahead and take your right foot out. You're gonna swing it behind you, stand on your left leg as you're swinging down, and then don't let go until you're fully on the ground.
Oh, that was perfect. Man, that was fun. It was fun. Very smooth, very nice, beautiful scenery, and that's pretty much it. Stay tuned for the I guess next ride.